Hi there, my name's Sarah Nielsen and I'm an LPC licensed in 4 states. I specialize in eating disorders, disordered eating, intuitive eating, basically the relationship with food. So today we're going to talk about body movement. And I want to talk about a couple facets of it, from over exercising to the other end of the spectrum, under exercising, having trouble getting going. And I want to begin with talking about my body movement on Saturday and how I had to toggle things. And I had actually made a video, but then my child was screaming in the background, so we couldn't use that clip. So I want to talk about both ends. So I, number one, want to encourage you to get started with wherever you're at. And I want you to hold this thought in your mind that some movement is better than no movement. Okay? If you don't have time for 30 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes is better than none. Walking is better than sitting if you can't run. If you can't go for a long walk, a short walk is better than no walk. Do you get where I'm going with this? And even with the running analogy, even if you do short bursts, I mean, there is so much room for modification when it comes to body movement. There really, truly is. And I'm going to give an example of it right now. We, Saturday mornings, typically, just this past Saturday, the Saturday before, I actually went and did hot Pilates, and that was a lot of fun. I took my daughter. But typically Saturday mornings, me and my husband and my kids, we go to the track, as I've shared, and I did a video from there, and we all just kind of do what works for us. Walking, jogging, running, stairs, whatever. We're just all there moving our bodies together and in different ways. Me and my son usually pace together pretty well though. But anyways, this past Saturday, I was really struggling. So the way I'm tackling it as I'm getting back into running, I'm having a very hard time articulating words today. I jog 3/4 of a lap, and then I walk 1/4. So 4 laps on the track is a mile. So I'm running 3/4 of it and walking 1/4 of it, and that's how I'm getting back into it. Saturday morning was very difficult for me. I was having trouble, so I did 4 laps, and I've been trying to do 8, but I did 4, and then I spent some time going up and down the stairs. Okay, so I just modified. I just didn't have the reserves to do what I wanted to do. Rather than getting down on myself, quitting, leaving, stopping, I toggled and shifted and thought to myself, what can I do to keep my movement going? And frankly, it kept my heart rate up. I mean, I'm 49, so going up and down the stairs, that kept my heart rate up. So I just want to encourage you, do what you can, find adjustments, modifications, toggle, don't give up. And just keep in mind that some is better than none. And if it's a day that you're really busy or you're really tired and you don't have a lot of time for a little bit is better than none, okay? Now, on the other end of things, for some people, it is over-exercising where it's not healthy. What is a sign of over-exercising? Well, there are quite a few signs, and sometimes they're hard to articulate because everything's different. If somebody's preparing for a marathon, for example, somebody who's not, it may be easy to say you're over-exercising. But the things that we're really looking for over-exercising is it, are you doing it in a harmful way? Like, we know that there is discomfort with exercise, so I'm not saying that, but I'm like really sick and I'm still exercising, for example. I'm really injured, but I'm still exercising. And again, there's a lot of subjectiveness there. You could have an ankle injury, but still be doing arms. That doesn't mean that you're over exercising or it's unhealthy. So you have to kind of gauge that. But what I really want to focus on is how to tackle it. And just like I said, on the other side of things, there's lots of factors you can change. And this honestly speaks for over or under exercise. You can focus on changing the amount of time. So if you're an over-exerciser to where it's detrimental, you can reduce your time. And this is on the other end. For somebody who's under, you can increase your time. So just keep in mind, this can actually be for anybody on the spectrum. You can adjust your time. When I say your time, that can mean the number of days you're doing it or the minutes. Like If you're doing, say, 60 minutes a day, you could drop down to 45, 30, 15, 20, whatever works for you. You can change your intensity. So instead of running, you're walking. Instead of HIIT, which is high intensity training, maybe you're doing something more mild. So you can change your time. That can be days of the week, number of minutes, both. You can change your intensity. And the other thing that I would encourage, to be honest, this is turning into really no matter where you're at on the spectrum, do what you enjoy. Okay? Do what you enjoy. Because if you are an over-exerciser, sometimes exercise is punishment. And say, for example, I'm not picking on running because I like running. But for example, if I'm an over-exerciser and I'm doing it from punishment, I hate running and I'm doing it to punish myself. Well, what is something you do enjoy? Is it walking? Is it swimming? Is it dancing? Is it biking? Is it yoga? I mean, skating, paddleboarding, canoeing. I mean, just walking. There's so many different ways to get movement. And this goes for the under-exerciser too. Maybe you are trying to do the things that you don't enjoy and you don't like. And that's why you're having trouble doing it and engaging and being committed. Find what you love, okay? So the message of today is toggle and shift. We don't have to be so black and white. There's a lot of black and white thinking in eating disorders, disordered eating. It's very all or nothing. Find your gray. Some is better than none. And if you are struggling with over or under, think about your time, your intensity, and what you're doing, and make those adjustments to where it's appealing and it's healthy and you are taking care of your body. You must allow rest days. And don't forget stretching. Thanks for watching. You can see this in Intuitive Eating Free Education, Counseling with Sarah Nielsen. Those are both on Facebook, Instagram, July Moon, or YouTube, Tales of a Psychotherapist. Thanks so much. Bye.